Like, oh, they're putting like a drizzle on it, but that drizzle took me like a day and a half to reduce down and get going, and like another 3 months to make a vinegar or something.
Like, how do you cost that?
You use a lot of Chat GPT as well. It's
dude,
fantastic.
I'm Chat
ChatGPT
GPTing
is
opening
so
a restaurant.
sick.
You have no idea what Chat GPT can do.
You talk to any chef, dude, Chat GPT is like, okay, like, it's
I'll like literally type in my ingredient list and I'm like, I'm in LA, like downtown for pricing. And it's like, based on the area pricing, this is how much your food costed. And it's like, I'm like, X3 it, like, let me know what I should be selling this. Dude, ChatGPT is like helping me open a restaurant more than I ever thought it would.
That's incredible.
Just
it
look
helps
at
like
like
it helps like kind of just like put you in a ballpark, and then from there you're like,
I don't even know why I do this podcast anymore. You just be like, how to open a restaurant. Enter.
I've done that on ChatGPT, and it's like, make a financial plan, make a business plan, and I'm like, all right, write a financial plan for a cafe in downtown LA, and it's just like, poof, just like copy paste done. Write me an invoice, just poof, for a copy paste done. You're good.
The following podcast is a Pie to Pie production.
Every slice tells a story.
This episode is brought to you by Maestro Sausage, the only sausage we use at Hot Tongue. They produce sausages specifically with pizzerias in mind, and you can tell. So if your sausage isn't hitting all the right notes, let Maestro lead the way. Flat iron pepper. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Stop finishing your pizza with crap. Head to flatironpepper.com and join the pepper flake revolution. All right, let's just talk about how this even happened, dude. I came across El Gato Negro on the old Instagram, and I was like, damn, dude, these pizzas are looking kind of crazy. There's a few people that catch an eye like that. You know, Zach from Boy Blue is like one of them too. Yeah. Who like, you kind of just look at what they're doing and you're like, wow, that's definitely different. How did pizza come about, or like you guys cooking together come about? Obviously, you guys live with each other.
that was
you
just
know,
happened.
how did pizza come about?
You go first. Go do your pizza story.
Well, first off, you and we met in a kitchen
At Funky.
At Funky.
Yeah, opening Funky in Beverly Hills.
I was cooking pizza like it was before like the opening, and we were just kind of just getting used to our stations as you know, just seeing for this restaurant for the first time, and we're just working in there. Like I was getting used to like the oven, and then Alan would just kind of be in the mix,
Just cooking pasta and just like running around setting up stations for everyone.
So we would just like launch pizzas, bring them out, and just you know,
Travis would just
have like a
practice
pile
pizza.
of pizzas just on like the island right there in the kitchen, and like people will just come up and start taking pizzas like during like, you know,
throughout the day
during training, and it was cool. So we got like close, and it was really fun now, and be like, you've been feeding my family for weeks. Like,
I was like, oh, thank you. I just bring home like 5 of Travis's practice pizzas, and my mom is like, this is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's funny.
Yeah, it was a good time.
But yeah, we got close, dude. I mean, we stayed close.
are you guys LA natives?
Yeah, from the valley.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah. From the valley, dude.
Both of us from the valley.
Hammy, where from the valley? Come on, where's the
I
rep?
grew up
Repping?
in Chatsworth.
And I'm
Like,
from Woodland Hills.
Chatsworth.
Woodland Hills Repping.
Yeah.
818.
818 El Camino.
Dude, El Camino. Shout out the conquistadors.
Fuck yeah, dude. In Chatsworth, dude, that's where like most of the good stuff's filmed, right?
Dude, fantastic.
Yeah.
Dude, Manson memories, dude.
Oh man. So you guys met at the restaurant?
Yeah, we met there.
We just met. Travis was like running the pizza station over there, just like practicing. And then I'd worked at Felix, so they just brought me in to help with like pasta and just setting up the restaurant. We just locked eyes one day. Travis was cooking pizzas in the oven. We haven't looked back since.
Dude, it was love at first sight.
It was love first crust.
So, yeah.
It was amazing.
So yeah, even after that, like after Funky, like Alan, you went to because we left like kind of similar times, like after that, and like Alan went to.
I went to Petit Trois and then just was cooking French food over there for a little while. And Travis was like, I'm just going to go to Italy and just make pizza.
I went to Armenia for a month in December and was just like traveling around, which was wild because it's like winter time in Armenia. It's just gnarly, cold as hell. And,
Are you Armenian?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
And it was great. I mean, I hadn't been in like 10 years. And my family like does a lot of work over there with like orphanages, and like I went and visited those this orphanage called like the Matoesian, which is like underage girls that like they're helping at. It was sick. Like brought them like food, and like I brought them like pizza, and like they like love like KFC for some reason. It's like a big thing over there.
Doesn't? Dude?
So I brought them like a
me?
whole mess of like KFC chicken burgers, and they were just going crazy, and like poured up some Coca-Cola, and it was like having like a whole Christmas dinner like with the girls while I was there. It was really fun. So I saw that portion of like what we're doing, or like our foundation's doing. But I cooked over there. I saw a friend open a restaurant, and then went straight to Italy in January, and like I got encouraged by like some friends to do like the AVPN program, just to like do it in Napoli.
Okay, big dog.
It was sick, dude.
Damn,
it was
all
fun.
right. We certified up here.
It's certified.
We
It's fucking
certified
Farace,
gangster.
Wow, dude. But it
You
was
follow
cool.
the rules, my dude?
I would say no, dude.
It
Absolutely
doesn't
not.
look like it.
No.
It does not look like you are following the rules.
No.
Are you using Italian flour?
Partially.
Partially?
The chef bro is built different than the pizza bro.
Yeah.
And when those worlds collide, you guys get El Gato Negro.
Gato
You know what I'm saying? Like, I cook with tomatoes and I put cream, and I'm like, vodka sauce, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is good. I'm a chef. But then I talk to guys like you, and it's like, do you have like a crazy fermentation process? Like,
Yeah, well, I have like a fermentation wall at the house right now where I just
A
have
wall?
it's like just a nice dry storage setup. We have a full like metal rack of just ferments and pickles, and just like 24 quarts of random things going at all times.
Yeah, because we're trying to like get it all ready for like the. Cause we like to do a lot of like the pickles for like the cafe that we're gonna open up in January.
yeah, let's talk about that, dude.
It's gonna be fun.
How'd we get there? What's the cafe? Where's it gonna be at? What's it gonna be in it?
A lot of people are asking like why we're not opening like a pizzeria, and it's just like that's gonna come, But this kind of was off. He came to us. This guy had approached us and offered the space. I think he was gonna give it to. I think the Bahr guys were looking at it as well downtown in this space called the Reef. It's like a creative habitat. It's like LA Mart is like the furniture, buying all that. And there's a lot of creatives and designers and gallery owners there. A lot of foot traffic. It was a really cool like opportunity. So we said yes to it really really quick, and like we just like worked with the space as far as like the menu. It's gonna be really cool. What's gonna happen with that? It's gonna be Armenian, Arabic, specialty coffees and teas. We'll do like Armenian coffee. We're working with these really talented pastry chefs from the Valley as well, called Rose and Rye. They're gonna be doing some of the pastries with us. And we're gonna be doing like Armenian Levantine inspired sandwiches, bowls, like rice bowls, also inspired by like just being in California and things that we want to eat, and that's like the main thing.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. It's gonna be called Bahr Cafe, which is Arabic word for the sea. I think it's kind of fitting for the Reef building,
Yes,
So,
very. It's
It
called
ties right in.
Bahr Cafe.
Bahr
Yeah,
Cafe.
BAHR.
Yeah, BAHR.
Yeah. Wow. I like Bahr Cafe.
Bar Cafe hits.
No alcohol, right?
No alcohol. Maybe, but for right now, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was that always a goal to open up a cafe?
I think the main thing is opening restaurants, and
Yeah.
it's like
It just we saw the space and we knew we wanted to open something there, and there's just like we can't have a hood there, like just like these little requirements that we kind of have to work around. And we were just looking at the space and we're like, this would be a really awesome like breakfast, lunch, just give the like entire building kind of a place to go and eat, and everyone can like just convene and not be like worried that they're eating at a Subway or something. They can actually have like nice food downtown for lunch. And
So is it all induction?
we have induction and like electric convection ovens, and it's basically like not gas. Everything's hardwired.
Yeah.
So it's just like working around that. But that's been really fun because like we have like dishes that'll like come up, and we get to like do like some sous vide stuff and just like really fun little things that you wouldn't have at a cafe normally. And it's just really like cool seeing the people in the building reacting to like seeing what we're doing, and they're just really excited to have somewhere to go to like every day to get a nice cup of coffee and a good pastry that they just don't have like downtown. There's no like small space downtown. Everywhere there's just like a Subway or a McDonald's.
Yeah, when you walk around here, there's like a cafe, a spot like every 10, 15 feet, Damn. But yeah, downtown, I mean, that building in general, and you have also like that courthouse is across the street. It's gonna be good. A lot of people are coming in and out, and a lot of people have come out to us and be like, oh, you guys are opening up the cafe. That's like so exciting. Like we've been waiting for something to open in that space. So it's gonna be cool. Food's gonna be great, and it's the main thing. Dude. So we'll be there. We're probably not gonna
Every day.
Yeah, every day. We have our commissary kitchen as well, so we'll be prepping the moment we finish up. So we'll probably do from like 8 to 3 p.m. each day, 5 days a week. 5 days a week, yeah. And then, dude, we'll just after 3 come straight back to the kitchen, prep for the next day.
You have a commissary kitchen?
Yeah.
We have our like first floor of the crib is turned into like a giant commissary kitchen.
So that's the commissary.
Yeah.
It's like where you live.
yeah.
It's
first floor.
almost like
Butcher block table and a giant stainless steel table.
How many floors you got, boys?
Just two. Just two.
Just
Damn,
like the second
this is
floor is
some
the
hype.
bedroom, and then the first floor is just like, our setup. Dude. It's
So
like
much
nice
equipment.
kitchen for us to like do most of our work in mixing. We have like a good 50-quart mixer, and it helps a lot.
Is it a 3-phase mixer?
It's a single phase, but yeah, they hardwired it in.
Huh? Nice.
Yeah, it was like a 210 volt.
Yeah.
It was a 210. So we like had the guy give it like a dedicated circuit. It was like this whole thing, and then they set up the Conv oven next to it.
Is there any issues with like the health department being able to cook out your house like that?
No, dude,
really.
honestly, it's like you could.
Was that new program that just came out too, where it's like you can cook out of the house up until like a certain.
You get home kitchen permits right now
Yeah.
from the LA from the city, from the health department. I mean,
Super chill.
yeah. So that's pretty cool. But you have to.
Did
like,
you have to go through that?
We're gonna go through it.
go through
but
that?
yeah.
Yeah, I know you can make a designated spot in your house with like the right FRP and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
and then it's
got
like
limited amount of food you could cook per day.
yeah. Well, that saves money.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
space.
Yeah, so I see a lot of people will probably start doing that more often. I mean, we have to work with our space, so it's like that's kind of like our main solution to like, okay, we're not gonna like put a hood in there into this kitchen, like it's gonna be like, mainly cafe. We'll do everything, at the kitchen, bring it in the morning and at lunch, and we'll just like, be like
Just have
circulating.
nice food every day.
Yeah,
Just bringing it fresh from the house.
Is it just gonna be you two?
for the main part.
This is the start, yeah. We got like one of those toasts, like self-help, like the nice big kiosks where like people can kind of figure it out. I'm just gonna be like steaming milk, making espresso, just trapping the back, whipping pita.
How long have you guys been in the restaurant industry?
Oh God, I'm coming up on like 8 years.
Maybe like 7 years for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever were you ever in like leadership positions?
I had it for like a little bit of time at like Petit Trois, and I was cooking at the Laugh Factory for a little while, just like
Ooh,
helping
the
out.
Laugh
there.
Factory. You
Real
see some
high-end-
legends
high-end
there?
cuisine. Everyone, it was so fun. Everyone just like popped their head in and be like, "Can I have a quesadilla before their set?" And I'm just like surprised to see these sick ass comics. I'm like, "Of course, I'll make a quesadilla right now, sure." Yeah, Michelin star quesadillas at the
We
Laugh
cooked at
Factory.
spots, yeah. Well, not even the funky, but like I was at like maybe like Bavel, and then I worked at Petit Trois for a little while, just cooking there. I mean, where else? Poltergeist as well with Diego, just cooking, being like a mercenary for him,
Yeah.
no role in some sense, just whatever he needed help
Yeah.
with. It was like, yeah, but yeah, I wouldn't say like I was.
I was never like a CDC or like the sous chef. I don't know. Whenever I was in kitchens, I'm more concerned about making sure like food's going out, but people are like having a good time and like the vibe in the kit. Like everyone's like just enjoying their time there, and you can't really do that as a sous chef. You have to like just be like all stern and can't be friendly with people. And I don't know. That was just like never my vibe. Whenever someone would be like, "Do you want to be the sous?" I'm just like, "No, I'm having fun cooking and learning." And
Yeah, it looked kind of like a miserable time.
yeah, I'd like look at like people that got brought up to being sous, and they would always just like burn out or fizzle out, and it was just like fuck, I just want to have fun with the boys and cook. That's what I mean.
If your sausage needs aren't hitting all the right notes, then let Maestro lead the way. Maestro has been working closely with pizzerias for decades. They produce sausages designed specifically with pizzerias in mind. And you can tell, their Italian sausage crumbles look like they were handmade in your shop, and they will taste that way as well. With over 80 years in business, family owned and operated, the family is incredible, and so is their product. It's quality sausage with quality ingredients. Click the link in the show notes. A classical masterpiece awaits you. Back to the show. I've been in pizza for 17 years, and so I don't understand any other kitchen than pizza, and so it's much different than anybody that I've ever talked to coming from like the places that you're talking about. It doesn't sound fun to me. It really doesn't. But there has to be some kind of like weird love for the abuse.
Oh yeah.
Is it like the praise that comes, or like being beat down to be pulled back up, or like what is it that people stay in those environments? Because like every time I talk to somebody that has worked at certain places, I'm not saying any of the ones that you've named, but one of the ones that you've named, it's like, man, that sounds fucking toxic. I don't know why you would stay there.
It's just like,
There's like a glory.
you get a rush from it all, and like this glory, and it's like,
Yeah.
I made it through service. Chef just like beat me down, and I still made it, and everything's okay. And then just like that rush for that 10 minutes in between service being over and realizing that you just have to clean this entire mess that you made is like the greatest 10 minutes of the day. That's like, that's what the whole day would just go for like those 10, that rush of like, I did that and no one else can. And then that you just ride that constantly. And like some of the places that we've talked about, you also have like these 6-7 day weeks where it's like you don't have time to think about, oh, I don't like this sucks. Like it's just like, this is my life, and there's nothing out of it. And it's like you just get like tunnel visioned in. It's just like that. Just it just encompasses you. It's like I'm like, this is my whole identity. I am God. Like I'm pasta God.
Yeah, you are.
Dude, you start like two-hand pan flipping. It starts getting to your head. It's really crazy.
I'd pop over like my phone, like film, like, oh, it's sick. You know, it's,
Funky? Was that right?
Yeah, Funky and Felix.
24
Is
pasta
Felix is
pictures
still
with
open,
psychotic-
right?
Yeah, Felix is like, if you're gonna go eat at Felix.
Funky is not open.
secret. Funky's still open.
It is?
Yeah.
What was the like fucking restaurant he did that was like fucking crazy and then closed down?
Oh, that was Bucato. That was like that was his OG first after he left Rustic Canyon. That was like his first opening.
I watched that documentary. Do you know what I'm talking
And
about?
he just got shysted by his partner. Took all the money.
It's fucked up.
He's like, the fuck.
Is he a cool dude?
Evan?
Yeah.
Evan's the coolest.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really nice guy. He's like, he takes care of us, and like he cares about his people more than any other chef that I've worked for.
He's got that big
dude,
fucking
exactly.
pasta roller, dude.
Oh, the big mozzarella just fucking.
Yeah.
I've seen, but when you see him angry, it's wild. Like you'll see him go into the pasta lab, give someone and he just takes like a sheet tray and bends it in half, and then like I went in there and like tried to bend a sheet tray. I'm like, oh my god,
It's like
what just happened?
WWF. He's just like,
Yeah, and it's a clear pasta lab too. So you just see people in the dining room are like, oh, that's Evan Funky. That's great. And it's just like a half bent sheet
that's pretty
tray.
sick though. Like
Yeah,
you
that's
get to
sick.
like you really get to watch the madness unfold.
Oh yeah.
Open kitchens are like a weird thing. You know, for him to like build a pasta box so like you can see everything, I would fucking hate that. But I
a little
get
pasta
like,
zoo.
yeah, I get it. I get it. I mean, we have an open kitchen here, and I'm pretty sure that 90% of the people that work here fucking hate it. I mean, especially like during COVID, I worked in kitchens that were like exposed to, and god damn, did that suck. Everyone was like, you were literally like, everyone had a microscope out. By the way, that Cars tattoo is fucking sick.
Preach. I also have a tattoo of the CDC of Felix.
Oh,
Shout out
shit.
Victoria. Yeah, we got some. My old tattoo artist was the CDC of Found Oyster when I worked there, so he was just like, after service, we just go do random tattoos. It was a good time.
I mean, you got the CDC of Felix on your arm. Did he get you?
She has like a stick figure now that
Of
she has
you?
tattooed, and she's
That's
like,
you?
that's Alan. I'm like, that's not it. It's wearing a tiara. But it was just like for 6 months, I was like, Vicky, can I get a tattoo of you? Vicky, can I get a tattoo of you? And she was like, sure, yeah, you won't. Like, you won't get it. And I just like flew an artist out from Korea, and I was like, let me get a full sleeve of your face, just to stick it to her.
I was telling him about the pop-up that we were gonna do beginning of January with Vicky.
Vicky with the CDC, where we might do like a little pop-up where Travis makes the greatest like coconut and pork fat pita you've ever had in your life. It's like a giant savory puffy donut. And we're gonna try and do like a porchetta pita with like just some crazy like sauces and ambas, and just see what psycho sandwiches we can pull out of Vicky's head.
How do you cook that on the streets?
Dude,
How's that cooked on the streets?
It's easier than you think, because like
Porchetta, yeah.
the pita, like we pre-make them, we have them ready to go, and they get warmed up. We have like the gosni at the crib, so that those get cooked off really easy. And then Vicky like always has access to some sort of like medieval rotisserie somehow. So we'll either like do that at the crib, and we have like a deli slicer, and we can deli slice it and bring it, or just figure out how we're gonna do it. But usually we'll like everything gets done at the house prep wise, and it's like prepped out, and then we just bring it all out to the pop-up.
There's like a certain like a la menu that we do like on site during the pop-ups, you know, especially for that. Like, but some of it will be like mostly prepared at the house. Or, like,
Yeah, so you're
kitchen.
basically building it.
Yeah.
Building it on the streets.
Yeah,
building on the streets.
building. It's so fun. You're just like building. I'm trying to like cook a pizza, and then it's just like some like just crazy person will like run by shirtless, just like yelling under, like just duck under the pala as you're cooking pizza on Sunset. It's a good time.
Well, yes, that area on Sunset is it's infamous.
It's a good time.
right there on Alvarado.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys still work at the restaurant?
No.
So you guys are 100% in on your own stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For like I'd say for the last like what 4 months now, 5 months.
Yeah.
We've just been in on the pop-ups and opening the cafe.
Yeah. Only like it's been 5 months, I think, since we started, because we were still working. I was working at Poltergeist still like for a little bit, at least until like they closed.
Were you there at the end?
At the end, but at the very end,
I saw that video,
The week
dude.
I didn't like. The week that they closed, I got pulled away. We were working more on like the cafe and the pop-ups.
You were there
But
like the last 3 months.
the
I'd
last
say?
like 3
Yeah.
months. It was, I mean, yeah, it was crazy. I mean, seeing
Best
that,
dinners I've ever had.
Yeah, it's crazy. Really good
Poltergeist or the Estrano thing pop-ups are such mind-blowing food.
I just saw videos from the last night in that kitchen, and it looked wild.
Oh yeah, with Diego like dancing, just breaking the beer can on his head. Dog.
It was like
Diego's
hell,
mom's just in the background, just like
Hell
doing
yeah.
hitting. Just,
Sweetest lady of all time.
greatest
yeah.
lady of all time.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that was like the only thing that was like I was still doing like some events for Funky. Like they would hit me up for like some like one-off events, like, and I'd just come cook pizza and some of like the California Crown, that like horse racing event, you know, they needed some extra hands. So I would do that. But since then, it's like I haven't really been able to do anything else but this. So nor do I really want to. It's like, I love the fact that we're able to like, you know, survive off doing this.
Yeah,
And
we
it's
like went in full time, and just like it's paying the rent,
So
like
have
it's
you
paying our bills.
Have you been surviving off the pizza?
Yeah.
off the pizza,
Pizza money's been
off like
saving us.
the private events, like the private dinners that we also do. We like a lot of private chef work, which is really fun.
Do you do that at your house?
No, we've done it at the house before. We've done like parties at the house.
Yeah, we've done like little ticketed kind of parties with just like unlimited food and beer for like $40, and
It's just turned
80
out
people show up, and it's
turned
just
out
like
to
a
be psychotic.
wild thing.
How have you gotten the private gigs?
through like word of mouth.
Yeah, like
friends.
old restaurant connections, like old managers or like people that you've worked with that like they're just always super supportive and just like hit us up. They're like, oh, we have someone that wants to learn how to make pizza, and we're like, oh, sure, we'll go. And then we show up, and it's like 6-story custom house with like a brand new pizza oven in the back, and just some like, rich guy just
but the
wanted to learn
pizza's like
pizza.
the pizza oven's just like shit, and they're like, oh, like what do we do? Like what do we do about the pizza? I'm like, just get a fucking new one. Just get rid of this one. It's like the next day, it's like it's on the way. Like I was like, oh my god, dude. It's
Yeah,
you
just
know
like random
it's
little
people's
gigs like
lives.
that, and people just word of mouth, like just spread it through each other.
Yeah.
That's been pretty cool.
And
Word
you-
of mouth, especially. Yeah.
And you've done like full, so you're doing everything from teaching rich people to make pizza to like doing full on dinners.
Yeah. I mean, people hit us up. We did this one event where like it was a bunch of like these musicians coming together for some like tech talk at some girl's house.
At the Imogen event.
And they hit us up at like 11 a.m. And then we confirm it at like 12. to cook for like however many people, like, you know, around
35.
7 o'clock. And it was just like same day, like prepping for that, you know, it was wild. But like, we like that shit.
Yeah,
We like the challenge. It's like fun to
makes
be
it more
creative
fun.
and like, what can you put together for these people that's like gonna
Just
be
gonna
good?
blow their
Yeah.
mind, but I have like 4 hours of prep time. Yeah, it's fun.
Are you guys scared of the state of the restaurant industry in Los Angeles?
No.
No?
I feel like no matter what time it is, there's always, it's like, it's never a good time to get into restaurants. It's never like, I wouldn't like recommend it as the first business choice for anyone to hop into, but I feel like if you know restaurants and just understand like what stage restaurants are in where you're at, like what people want, it's like you can always be successful opening something that people are going to want to like flock to.
Yeah.
There's never really a time where, I don't know, I've just never like, even like when the economy's down or something, I like people always still want to like go get a cup of coffee, go get pizza, like go get nice, good food, not just stay at home. So as long as you can like provide that fairly and give them a good experience, I feel like you'll be good.
Yeah. I think that's a good outlook.
Yeah.
Obviously, though, the restaurant industry in Los Angeles is at its worst time I've ever seen it. So, I mean, it's good to have that that mindset. And obviously, you guys have worked at successful restaurants. I mean, Poultry Guys closed down, but that was more of a button mash situation, wasn't it?
I mean, aside from that, it's like you see like a restaurant like Bavel. You see the restaurants like what Ori's been doing. That's like, I mean, I feel like that dude just like does not miss.
Yeah, but the amount of money too that goes
know.
into that,
Yeah.
that is a different beast. You
Yeah.
know, like, 'cause even those restaurants might still be in like the red, but they can function in the red because it's like a long game.
Yeah.
Which is what the restaurant industry is. Like, even if you're, I mean, do you guys have any build out costs at all in your new space?
But
Like
honestly, like not too
our
much.
entire budget for like the new space is like 130K for like the full like changing everything there, equipment.
There's already so
inventory,
much
everything,
like
yeah.
already kind of in the space.
I mean,
you
it
know?
looks
It's
like a cafe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like ready
Yeah.
to go.
It's already
just
kinda-
like
it was
what
pretty
some
good to go.
painting and some
Yeah.
refurbishing, and it's like
So what do you guys got to do there? What does that look like?
Over there, it's just like resurfacing. We want to like resurface the countertop and
yeah.
just kind of give it a like cleaner look, not as like just industrial like sneeze guard subway vibes.
I mean, yeah, that like
Dude,
the
it's all
partition.
about the subways because there's like fucking for some reason there's like 300 subways downtown.
Subways
It's the
everywhere.
weirdest
It's
thing.
like the partitioning panels, and those look like they're like sheets of grass. Those are gonna be ripped down, and then those will hopefully just be like clear panels, if anything. But yeah, we'll have some painting done, and then we're gonna get like we're gonna use a lot with like what we have, you know, like at the space, like at the Reef. There's a floor, like I think the 4th floor, they have like a whole, you know, room full of like tables and chairs. We're gonna take those down. I think it'd be cool to use those as like the seating. We'll, you know, it's, you know, kind of opening a spot on a budget in some sense, but at the same time, it's gonna smack, dude. But yeah, I think that it's gonna be like low budget for the most part. Yeah, work with what you have.
no hood. Do you
No
have to
hood.
do you have to get permits or anything?
Dude, we have our health inspection like tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
He's gonna do a walkthrough and just like there was nothing changed on the plan check really.
Yeah, so you're pretty good, huh?
It's chilling, dude. Yeah.
What's the opening date for this situation?
I mean, in my mind, it's
We're shooting for January 13th,
Yeah, that Monday.
that Monday, and just start pumping.
Soft opening maybe before a little like friends and family, you know,
Yeah.
just to like, yeah, just to bring everyone, show the space. But it'll be a quick turnaround as far as like we'll do the painting, we'll get the refurbishing done, tables and chairs will be done. So January 13th is really like not far off, especially after we get this health inspection tomorrow. It'll be chill.
It's coming up.
And do you have all the equipment you need?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That we just like we got the budget and we just decked out the home kitchen with everything that we're gonna need for the cafe.
Okay. And so most of the prep is being done in your house.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be sick.
And then you have coffee and shit, did you have to spend a shit ton of money on an espresso machine?
Dude, they had an espresso machine
Yeah.
there. We got
nice.
a tech coming today to make
Oh,
sure
yeah,
that it
yeah.
like
Oh,
works
sick.
and it's all running and I can get it dialed in. But yeah, like most of, like they had a lot of the stuff there that like we need. It was pretty like minimal. Like for the actual cafe itself, I think all we got is like a mini convection oven and a rice, like a 20-quart rice cooker for pilaf.
I did get like a really nice espresso grinder, you know.
Yeah, we got a nice new espresso grinder.
The grinder.
Yeah,
the grinder.
yeah, the grinder.
What is this? What's the menu look like? How extensive is this? Do you find it as crazy as I do that we put the best ingredients in our pizza, our dough, our cheese, toppings, fresh produce, and then we put pencil shavings on our tables called red chili flakes? What is a red chili flake? We found out about Flatiron premium pepper flakes from a customer who actually brought us some. We were putting it on every slice we ate. It was gold. We were like searching for it like addicts in the back, just like, ooh, where's the Flatiron? Where's the Flatiron? There is no going back. When you pop these peppers, you are gonna know. You can smell it, you can feel it, you can taste it. The 4-pepper blend, which is actually the blend we have on every table at Hot Tongue, definitely has a higher heat level, and I'm a heat guy, if you know what I'm saying. It has the arbol, the jalapeno, the ghost, and the habanero. Spicy. They are liberating pizzerias from low quality pepper flakes. Flatiron pepper, you are going to know the difference. In here, real peppers from Italy. Let's go. Head to flatironpepper.com right now. Use the code PIE2PIE at checkout. That's PIE, number 2, PIE at checkout. And any order over $25 is going to get you a bottle free of the sweet heat. Put that sweet heat in your cart, and any order over $25, that baby's gonna be free. Do not miss this chance to upgrade your pepper game. Head to flatironpepper.com right now and join the Pepper Flake revolution.
We're doing our pastry, we're doing all the pastries in-house. I'm gonna make them. So we're gonna have like, I think six of ours in-house, and then 3 of them are gonna be in like a collab with the Rose and Rye girls from the Valley. They're like just 2 Armenian girls that are making psychotically good like Armenian pastries, but they're both ex-Republique, so it's got that like just finesse, and everything looks like nice and clean and crisp, and all the flavors are like a little bit modernized and not too old. So we're gonna have like 9 pastries that are gonna end up getting made in-house. We're gonna have a couple in-house juices. We've got like a really sick Roboku juicer, so we're gonna go to the market every Wednesday and just like make our own juices. We have like 4 or 5 sandwiches on the board right now.
Yeah, we'll do like like a Bosterma mortadella sandwich, with like date vinaigrette. Well, all the sandwiches will be on the on like the pita bread that I've been like making. And that will be like, that's like traditionally made like pita bread with like, animal fat. We're using like pork lard, and like, some people will like be like, oh, like pork lard that will like kind of like restrict the amount of people from it. It's like, no, it's gonna be fucking amazing. So
You can't eat pork lard.
How can you like, it's like, so you take a bite, it's like melts in your mouth. It's like so good, dude.
Yeah.
The coconut cream was like a little new thing I just wanted to try, and I've been using that, and it's like, yeah, you bite into it, you have like this weird crispy, it's like a savory donut, like he was saying.
Savory
So
donut.
that with like every sandwich, we're also gonna do like a falafel sandwich with like an amba. We've been going crazy off making ambas, like that traditional like Israeli condiment. We've been doing like guava, amba, whatever like fucking fruit we're pickling, we're gonna turn into a sauce, and so mainly it's just been amba, so it's been sick.
We have those sandwiches, 3 breakfast sandwiches. I did 8 tries to like make a vegan English muffin, and I finally got it down.
Lieutenant.
So it's a half Coruscant flour, half like a type 86 old world flour, a shit ton of instant yeast. So like the trick on those was instant yeast instead of fresh yeast to get all those like little bubbles inside actually working right. And then it's like a 1.5 day ferment, and then I like punch them out, let them come back up, and griddle them, and they were coming out perfect. It was nuts. It's just flour, water, salt, and instant yeast.
So we'll use that and make us like our breakfast sandwiches with like we make our own sujuk, like our Armenian chorizo.
Yeah.
So we're mixing in
Los
like
Feliz Cafe, dude.
hell yeah. So we're
Just a
taking.
I poured a little KitchenAid grinder. I'm like putting like whole briskets and pork shoulders through that thing. I'm like, I'm sorry, buddy. It's gonna be okay. Just like making huge
How the
batches
fuck are
of
you?
sujuk.
How just the 2 of you going to do all this?
Dude, it's gonna be every day.
With a
It's gonna
smile
be
on our faces.
Yeah.
Just
Just so
happy
good
to be
good
here.
see
So
you,
good to
bro.
see you. Just every 40 minutes we get manic and just look at each other. It's like, so good to see you.
6 sandwiches, 3 breakfast sandwiches,
And
I know how to get
pastries.
ahead on it. Like I worked at Destroyer and Vespertine as the first places that I worked at out of culinary school. So being there, like I would see like they have Destroyer's the morning lunch cafe, and they have like a huge menu, but they're really smart on just like how they prep stuff and get ahead and like a 3-day rule and all that. So I like learned just like be 3 days ahead on everything, and it kind of cycles through and makes it a lot easier. And we're both just absolutely manic and psychotic, so that should
helps.
help out a lot. Yeah.
helps. You have to be.
We work hard.
Just
you
work.
know? It's you and I usually, and then like Alan's like sister.
Yeah, my
or,
sisters,
like her
shout out
friends will
Lily and
help
Claire,
us.
they
Like
just show up and just front of house queens.
yeah,
So you will have team. You will have a team.
eventually, yeah.
Eventually, but I think like at
the
least the
cafe.
first couple months it's just gonna be like me Travis, and a dream.
And like maybe a dishwasher or someone.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
love you guys.
It's gonna be fun.
I think it will be fun.
It's gonna be
That is
fun.
for sure. I cannot wait to visit.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
So with the 6 sandwiches, is there a lot of cross between what these sandwiches will be like, or are they like
No, they're all like their individual. Like we have
Like
we have
you
the
doing
Jean
different
Pierre,
sauces,
which is like
different
sauces,
meats.
different all of it.
You guys are psychopaths.
I mean, it's
We
gonna
bought
be
a deli
chill.
slicer. We got to use it. You know, it's just I'm excited to use a deli slicer.
I think we really only have like we have the falafel. We have we're gonna do like the
You're frying all that at your house?
yeah. We'll
Yeah, we're
fry
gonna go
up the
falafel
house.
like halfway. I'm gonna fry it like 3/4 of the way, so it doesn't
We
go
have
too
the-
dark, and then finish it in the convection oven. And
Yeah,
I've been
yeah.
like working on that, like timing wise, and it comes out like super crispy, and it comes out like it's coming out of the fryer, but just out of a little convection oven. I've been going nuts on a convection oven just with like a stopwatch, just like timing how long things are gonna take.
Well, you got to. If that's
Yeah.
like the main tool that you're using, you better have that dialed
Get it
in.
dialed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, fucking falafel,
The
Jean
falafel.
Pierre. We're doing a
Oh yeah,
like
yeah. Hamon
a hamon beurre sandwich with just like dank ham, French butter, but on a pita. It's really good.
All of it's pita. There's no bread.
All of it's pita.
Yeah, we're doing all pita and then English muffin for the breakfast sandwiches.
But what? So you explained to me what the English muffin was, but what's on the vegan English muffin?
So the muffin itself is vegan, and then we're gonna be making our own tempeh, where it's like where you like make a dough and then rinse it and then
I know
braid
how to
it.
make
And,
tempeh.
yeah, so we're gonna do our own tempeh, but I'm gonna like treat it how we would like our sujuk with the spices and kind of like marinating it in sliced onions, and yeah, it's gonna be like the same breakfast sandwich, just like our own Aleppo tempeh.
You guys are blowing my mind.
It'll be fun, dude.
I've been going nuts.
And then
at
the
home.
bowls with like rice bowls, easy. Do like a little shoyu fungi with braised eggplant. We'll do like a salmon bowl. That's like the one that will be really good with like the cucumber zucchini tzatziki. What else? What other bowl are we doing?
The Aleppo pork belly.
The Aleppo pork belly. We're gonna do like
So how many bowls?
3.
Okay.
so 3 bowls, 3 sandwiches.
3 bowls, 3 sandwiches.
Yeah.
So 6 sandwiches, including the 3 breakfast
Yeah.
sandwiches.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
That's not crazy.
It's nothing crazy. It's gonna be sick.
I mean, it's crazy, but
And then we just the juices, pre-packed sandwiches, pastries, and
Yeah.
curated beverage selection.
How long is your pastries last for?
I think it's gonna be like 2 days, just
Okay.
because they're all like the nice heirloom flowers. They just don't last like too long.
But then
without any
we'll see.
conditioner.
I mean, like that first week before we open is going to be like pretty much doing a run through, just final run throughs of everything, just
Yeah.
for cycles. But yeah, I think that 2 days is like the max of what we can do for the pastry, for some of the pastries. We'll be getting like the nadzuk, the little sweetbreads from the Rosenrye girls. They'll be given to us frozen. We'll bake them off at the commissary kitchen, our house, and and everything else, yeah, we'll do in house.
Is there a plan to ever do pizza there or somewhere else?
Somewhere else,
Definitely
yeah.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
I want it to be like the right space for like just what we like and how we work and all that.
Yeah, build the concept more a little bit. It's like I don't want to just like open a with right now. I think something more along just because we do also a little bit more than just pizza as well. It's
We always have like a dessert or like one other option just so we can like play
Small
around and
plates.
mess around. Yeah.
maybe go towards like the Armenian route. Maybe go like more like Middle Eastern.
We always talked about like we're doing like a kebab pizza restaurant where it's just like a live fire oven and just like a big live fire grill and just going nuts off of that. Just something fun.
Yeah, man. Like an izakaya, it's the hand roll bar, but it's just like skewers, and it's just like a fire, like the hearth is in the back, and it's just like kind of handing you like a skewer tasting omakase meal would be fantastic, you know.
Yeah, that sounds
like Armenian,
unreal.
you know, it'd be sick.
Fun.
But then pizza at the same time, you know.
Well, I mean, pizza is essentially like pita bread.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the dough is the vehicle for all those toppings.
Yeah, dude, it is. It's been such a good like medium for us.
It's been fun to play with for sure.
Yeah.
Well, there's like definitely a trend of like high-end chefs opening up pizzerias. I don't
Yeah.
know if it's just like they're fucking over it or they're just like, yeah, I got this too.
They see like the golden age kind of popping in. Like they saw like the opportunity, like Skeens at like Lepardo, which seems like a failure.
It's just failing. It's
It's a
failing.
complete disgrace.
Oh, dude.
But a pure
joke.
example, you know.
Yes.
But other than that, I mean, you see other like Pizzeria Say is doing great,
Say's doing good.
expanding, doing like high level shit. Which
to
is
me,
cool.
that's like the greatest thing about pizza is the simplicity about it, and
Yeah.
like Say does simple pizza in such an elevated way. Like the margarita and then that lemon white is
Yeah.
like, it's fantastic. It's like all the elements of like what pizza is.
It's what it should be.
Yeah. Which is like simple, easy, accessible, it's easy to understand, but like also like the levels of flavor that are like on that pie are
Yeah.
incredible.
Out of bounds.
The guy is a psychopath. He really cares about his tomatoes and his
Yeah.
dough program. And yeah. Have you ever met, was it Robert? William?
I think it was Will, yeah.
Dude, like I feel like I've never met the dude like personally. Like he just hit me up when I came back from Napoli, and because he saw I came to his restaurant with my friend Bo, and he was like, he's a CDC at Funky now. We went to go link up at Pizzeria Say and like just hang out and like eat. And I posted I was there, and then like Chef William like hit me up and asked about a picture that I had posted like from Pepe and Grani in Caiazzo. I went to like Franco Pepe's restaurant when I was there and like tried like the pizza frite.
Yeah.
So he saw that. He's like, oh, like was it like noticeably sweet or noticeably, blah blah blah. I was like, oh yeah, it was like it's kind of like a sweet dough, and that was it. And I saw he started doing like the omakase, different dough recipe tasting menu at his restaurant. I'd be cool to meet him. He seems sick. He seems like his pizzas look good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Seems cool. I always see him at the market, I'm like, hey,
Hey, what's up, man?
my dude. Yeah, I don't know.
Have you guys had the pizza?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I've Neapolitan pizza is like not my favorite. I just
Yeah.
it's like soft and soggy after it sits for too long. So it's
true.
It's not really my favorite. But I mean, like
30
straight
second
out of
shelf
the
life.
oven. Yeah.
Straight out of the oven. Yeah.
Straight out of the oven or in the box. I mean, Lucky Nick, have you ever had his pizza?
No.
I don't know. I don't know if it's like, I don't even know what Neapolitan is anymore because there's so many fucking names for everything. But that's a good slice that's cooked at high heat. Do you guys cook at like super high heat when you make
like
pizza?
850, 900 usually at the
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
Like, what's your bake time?
A minute, not even.
A minute?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like a
so you
minute,
got like a
10.
soft bottom probably too. It's a
It
delicate
goes-
dough.
It's
No, I
delicate,
mean-
but it kind of like when you pick up our slice, because it's like the flour mix and how long it gets hydrated. Like you pick up the slice and you don't get like that flop or the drip. It like has a nice little bit of crispness to it. It's
Yeah.
not like a complete flop like traditional Neapolitan. But yeah, like I don't know with the Gosney and with the dough recipe, it's like it's been coming like a nice crisp little bottom.
Because we first started off doing like actually like our first dough recipe for like El Gato Negro was like more traditional Neapolitan, and that was just exactly like kind of a soft bottom. And then as we started doing more of the poolish dough, and more of like that indirect fermentation, I could see like the cook time was going longer, thankfully, and you could get that nice crisp bottom, which was really great. And I see that more often now in our dough recipe, like when we're cooking. So I'm just trying to, and I think that maybe is because of the length of fermentation and giving it more of that cook time at a lower temp.
Yeah.
I love that. So we're trying to stick with that, especially. And
When you open up the cafe, do you think you guys will stop making pizza?
Fuck
No?
no.
I mean,
Monday through
weekends-
Friday cafe, Saturday, Sunday pizza.
yeah.
Yeah.
Weekends will be free for El Gato.
Like, is there like, I mean, because the cafe is going to take up a lot of your time.
Yeah.
Is there a plan to like be popping up or like getting some kind of residency or doing stuff with the pizza?
For sure. I mean, like we have all the places we pop up right now. I'm pretty sure we're still going to be like Bucatini and Wine and Eggs and all those little spots. They're all like super supportive of us. So whenever we're like, hey, we want to come next Sunday or next Saturday, they're like, please come. Like,
Do you do Wine and Eggs on Sundays for like, because Atwater fucking pops off.
Atwater
on
pops
Sundays.
off foot
You got
traffic
the,
on
you got the
Sundays.
burger
It's
guy
ridiculous.
there
Yeah.
in front of McHale's.
sometimes there's the ice cream guy will like pop up with
Yeah.
his little cart. Yeah, that's like a super fun vibe. And with pizza, it's like it doesn't even like feel like work. I want to say it's like it's fun. It's just like let's mix dough. Like let's do a couple folds, and it kind of like works its way into the prep schedule really seamlessly.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I love doing our pizza. I never want to stop doing our pizza. It's so fun.
Yeah.
I won't like just because the cafe is there. I think we're just gonna stay ahead on that. And once that's done, we have like 2 days to just focus on Gato.
Yeah.
It's a new year. I mean, it's gonna be new opportunities. I'm sure some things will happen. We'll see with the pizza, but yeah, the cafe will take up most of the time.
Is there anything you guys are scared of?
Everything.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. It's scary. Like it's like I'm just like jumping off the cliff right now.
no.
Everything. No.
That is the great dynamic
yeah,
that you guys
that's why
have.
we work.
Yeah.
I'm like I'm fucking worried about everything. He's like it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be great. But yeah, I don't know. It's like just I'm really young and just opening up a restaurant and it's like seeing everyone around. They're like, I don't know if this is gonna work or like how's it gonna happen. And it's just like I don't know. I just trust the both of us, and I know how hard we both work, so I know it's gonna happen. But I don't know. It's like it's scary, like taking that risk and doing your own thing and kind of like
Yeah.
going for it for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, neither of us have opened a spot of our own before. It's like Jesus, dude. But yeah, I'm excited. I mean, nervous, yeah, of course, but that's good. We've seen we've worked through guys. We've seen their mistakes. We've made plenty of our mistakes. It's like I feel like the only way I know how to learn. Is to
Yeah.
do mistakes.
Yeah.
And so I'm optimistic.
Yeah. Well, that's really the only way to be
Yeah.
if you're going to jump
Doing
off a
it.
cliff,
Yeah.
which is like what opening a restaurant is.
100%.
How did you guys come up with your pricing?
Pricing was
I
going
looked
to
at how much a Felix pizza cost and took $1 off. I was like, I don't know. We use such nice like ingredients, and we get everything from like Beverly Hills Cheese Store and like the nicest booth we can, the nicest Fior, all that, and then just look at like how long we're cooking, where we're at, and we just want to make it affordable where like people can buy it and aren't gonna run away, but.
Yeah.
Like we are using like the nicest of the nice for our stuff. And when people like, I'll see people be like, oh, why does this cost like $23 for this pizza? And
Which
you just-
happens, dude. Like from time
Yeah.
to time, like, oh, it's a little pricey. It's like
$23 for, what was it?
Or like 20
10, 12 inches?
It's like a
12
12
inch pie.
12 inch pie.
Okay.
Yeah, for like a marg, and people will be like, oh, why? Like what? And I'll explain it to them. They're like, all right, sure. Like give it to me. And then you give them a pizza, and 10 minutes later they come back and they're like, I understand why that was $23.
Yeah.
Like, thank you for giving me that. It's not like
it's like well crowd. I mean, like we put the
it's got a lot of time.
think
Like
it through, dude. The
it's
food,
weird. You
like
have to like
the
price time.
flavors, everything. It's really fucking good. Especially like the sweet and sour sujuk that we do with like the gastrique. We just went on making these gastriques with like different vinegars, like all the different like fruit vinegars from us pickling, and different like pomegranate molasses, carob, Egyptian molasses, all these different like Armenian artsock honeys that we're just like mixing and cooking in a pot and just like cooking them down, bottling them, and just using them, like squirting them on top of like the pizzas, and just like this little sweet aspect, and it's like incredible. So that with the sujuk has been really fun. But it's like a lot of work that gets put into each little ingredients. It's
yeah, it's not just like a Domino's pizza. Everything has like thought behind it, and it's like, oh, they're putting like a drizzle on it, but that drizzle took me like a day and a half to reduce down and get going, and like another 3 months to make a vinegar or something.
So costing, it's like a little.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, how do you cost that? Not
It's
not
you use a lot of Chat GPT as well. It's
dude,
fantastic.
I'm Chat
ChatGPT
GPTing
is
opening
so
a
sick.
restaurant. You
talk
have
to
no
any-
idea what Chat GPT
You talk
can
to any
do.
chef, dude. Chat GPT is like, okay, like it's.
I'll like literally type in my ingredient list, and I'm like, I'm in LA, like downtown for pricing, and it's like based on the area pricing, this is how much your food costed, and it's like I'm like X3 it, like let me know what I should be selling this.
Yeah.
Dude, ChatGPT is like helping me open a restaurant more than I ever thought it would.
that's incredible.
ChatGPT is amazing.
How did you get your prices? ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
It helps.
ChatGPT.
It helps.
Like, I just
It
look
helps
at
like
like
it helps
pizzas.
like kind of just like put you in a ballpark, and then from there you're like,
You can work, yeah.
I don't even know why I do this podcast anymore. You just be like, how to open a restaurant.
Dude, I've
Enter.
done that on ChatGPT. It's like,
got
make
it.
a
Dude, I
financial
know.
plan, make a business plan. And I'm like, all right, write a financial plan for a cafe in downtown LA. And it's just like, poof, just like copy, paste, done. Write me an invoice, just poof, copy, paste, done. You're good.
The invoice stuff.
It's fantastic.
That
Invoice
stuff,
tables, like
all that stuff is really great.
Clutch.
Because all you have to do is change a couple things here and there.
And also, like, when we
It's an
can't find
incredible
flour, just ChatGPT, like, where do I buy, like, passata, like, right now? Just poof, go. Just gives you, like, six
you just
websites.
Take like a straight, like an ingredients, like a recipe, and just be like, I have to like times this by 4, and then I have
No worries.
They take this, multiply that by 4, and then I'll like cost it out at like I'm in LA. You give like the little like zip code, and it's psychotic, dude. Like,
No,
it's
I
not
def-
for everything. Not for everything.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely do think that's a tool that a lot of people, for some reason, are not using.
Yeah.
It's like underused. It's just
It
so
won't be.
much.
I
that
don't
it'll
think
do.
it will be in like a year.
Yeah.
The easier it gets to be like more and more on your phone or integrated, like, Apple has like their AI thing that like,
Toast is gonna come out with
yeah,
some AI.
100%.
It's gonna be crazy.
I mean, it's for like trends and data, because a lot of people don't even know how to use their own data from their POS, like to be able to track your customers or like understand who's coming in all the time. And, all that stuff's right in there.
Mm-hmm.
You just need a button that's like, hey,
Hey Siri,
who's
who
spending,
came in here today?
Yeah, who's spending the
Yeah.
money, dude? Where's the facial
What's my
recognition?
target
Yeah,
demographic? It's
Exactly.
Like, oh, you're selling well with 24-year-olds.
Exactly.
It's
And that's fucking crazy.
yeah.
Hopefully it gets that easy, because marketing's a
We're
bitch.
right
What are you
there.
guys gonna do with marketing? Huh?
Just
ChatGPT?
hit up all our eater homies and be like, you want to write about us? Like, you want to throw me an
Oh,
article?
you guys got the connects?
we got a couple like homies that know some eater people. They're really cool. They're like, whenever it's opening, just let us know. We'll hit them up for you.
Yeah, which has been nice.
But yeah, we're just like,
You guys got any like influencer friends? You're just gonna have like come fucking just
I feel like I don't like
Rip some Sandies?
No, dude, like the influencer friends. I see what happens with like some influencers and going to, like our friends' spots, and it's just like
doesn't work
doesn't
out all the
end
time.
well,
Yeah, it doesn't
you know?
end well
Like,
sometimes.
like,
It's
how-
not me.
how does it not end well?
There's like
Not around
we'll say it's like an
anymore.
unnamed. Yeah, it's just not there.
It's this fucking cursed, dude.
Yeah, it was just like I asked my friend to come in and make a video, and now my restaurant's closed. Like I'm gonna blame him for this, and it's
oh
just
my
like,
god,
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
It's like, yeah, blame the influencer.
So I don't want to add like too much attention to to us. It's just like, come try our food.
Yeah.
I don't like. I feel like the vibe's gonna be just. I don't want it to be like crazy, like a big opening or anything. I just feel like it's gonna be like the people that are in that building are gonna like slowly, like every day they're gonna be like, oh, like I'm gonna walk by and grab like my salad and my coffee, and then it'll build from that.
Yeah.
And we have really amazing branding and like from our artist that did all our like logos and
Oh yeah, big
and
shout out
type work,
to
Scott Downey.
Scott Downey's
He
fantastic.
did like the sickest like logos and just everything for it. So like after a couple months, once everything's ready to go, I think like DoorDash, Uber Eats, that kind of vibe will be like really big for maybe that cafe, just because like it's in downtown. There's nothing in that area. Like
Yeah.
at lunch, people are just gonna be like looking through their phone and it kind of pops on like an Uber Eats or something like that.
Yeah.
And that'll like definitely be a big thing. But it's more of like a foot traffic. I want to be like a little like, it sounds weird, but it's like a little watering hole for the like everyone can come down and it's like whatever you're working, you just have like a nice little Armenian coffee and a Nadzook and just relax for a half hour.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
That's the vibe.
That's the plan.
Just want to be a little oasis for
Just
the
want to be an oasis for these people.
For the lawyers.
for the lawyers,
The lawyers and
the-
Berkeley
the-
art
the
residents.
felons at the courthouse.
Do you guys have a favorite cafe in Los Angeles? Or like a
I'd say either tied between like Bravo Toast or the Great White in Venice.
nice.
Those are like my two.
Who also make pizza.
Who else? Great White is. I like their little pizza oven.
They have like that little gas pizza oven. Someone's always just in there just
Yeah.
making like an
It
eggplant
looks
parm
like
pizza.
It looks like it's like a pizza oven you would find at like Ojai Valley Inn or something, like super
Hell
sick
yeah.
and chic. I'm like, oh fuck. Favorite cafe? I don't know. I mean, I don't really have too favorite of a cafe. I like Euro Cafe in Beverly Hills. Euro Cafe. It's
Shout
like
out
right
Euro
across from
Cafe.
Funky. We go to like every day and like
Every
just
day.
drink a bottle of wine or two. You know,
Nice.
just, like, have a little
We'd go, they have, like, a wine
meatball
shop,
panini-
and it's just-
panini sandwich.
Oh my god, it's just these Italians. and they-
Vartan and Maida, they
Vartan
own
and
this
Maida.
spot, like Armenian couple.
But they built
I
like
love
you
that,
know how
dude.
gas stations in Italy will just be like quick little espresso sandwiches. Like they built that, but into like the side of a building in like an alley in Beverly Hills. So all the workers that don't have any money will like come and get a little panino and like a bottle of like Chianti at 12 o'clock.
I love that.
It's
Dude,
great.
Funky opening like, every day for like 6 months probably. At lunch, it would be a group of like the 5 line cooks, the 5 boys would just all come. They would drop wine glasses without saying anything, and we'd like grab a couple bottles of wine and espressos and credinos and it just like a panini and just go hard
It's
at lunch.
fun. There'd be like a soccer game on or something, It'd just be great. Dude. So I think that would be my favorite cafe.
Casual day drinking.
Casual day
Anytime that is that is promoted, I mean, I'm there.
a good Yeah.
time.
That sounds like a great cafe.
Yeah, it's a
What
great
about your favorite piece of bread in Los Angeles?
I like that gochujang sesame loaf that like Out of Thin Air does.
Okay.
It's fucking
I have not
fantastic.
had that yet.
Yeah.
I've had their bread, but
I made like a little avocado toast with it. It was,
Okay.
it was fucking splendid. Yeah.
splendid.
The focaccia at Felix still like has like any of those Evan Funky restaurants.
Yeah.
That focaccia just holds a place in my heart.
I've been told to go to that restaurant so many times now.
It's good.
Yeah.
It hits. And it's just they do like a donut recipe, but they bake it in olive oil, so you just get this like puffy olive oil soak. Just
Oh my god.
So
yeah, it's
good.
incredible.
you just scarpetta. You just start like grabbing all the like the green prawn oil from the prawns that he does at all his restaurants. It's like it's gonna be the best bite at any of his restaurants. Isn't like a menu item. It's you have to get focaccia and prawns and like dip it in the prawn.
Oh my
oil.
god, yeah, with the salsa verde, it's so naughty.
So good.
dude. It's incredible, bro. It's incredible.
naughty.
Naughty. Well, dudes, I appreciate you coming down here.
Thank you for having us.
I am very stoked to come to the cafe when it
dude,
opens.
thanks, bro.
The amount of deliciousness talked about on this podcast might have been the most actual food we've ever talked about on this podcast.
That's what I do.
It sounds incredible.
Dude, thanks, bro. It's
I
good.
guess I'll ask one final question to both of you. Since you are going to be working together side by side 5 days a week, and you're in the prep kitchen, is it hard to live with each other? And then what's the dynamic in your guys' relationship?
manic
Manic.
as
You guys
fuck.
ever like yell at each other
Every
or get
day.
crazy?
Yeah,
every
day,
day.
dude, every
Yeah.
day.
It's like being in a like I feel like I've been married for 20 years and I'm just like it's like we just both know each other and like what little buttons to push and just like it's just never ending. It's like if we want to like get away
beautiful,
from each
dude.
other,
It's
you just
beautiful.
go
There's no
upstairs.
other way for me to be
I love it.
living.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
And we come from big families too. They're like, how the hell are you guys doing it?
And we're just like, yeah, just
But they love it. They
yeah.
really like,
It's such a wild time.
Yeah.
We'll
Because-
just be upstairs and just like both come out of the rooms at the same time and be like, oh, so good to see you. And it's like we've been hanging out for 12 hours that day. It's just it's psychotic.
Yeah, we're in it together, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people say partners and friendships are hard, but you guys
We make it work.
make it work.
Yeah. I've been in partnerships before where it's just been like, yeah, you just got to pick your partners wisely.
Correct.
Like I picked Alan.
Yeah, just plucked me out. Just I picked that one.
I'll take that guy.
I'll take that guy. I
Sweet
was like,
little
oh,
daffodil.
sick,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Overrated, underrated, hot honey.
Overrated.
Overrated.
And then you can, if you would like, explain why it's overrated.
I don't know. When I'm eating a pepperoni pizza, I don't want sweetness. Like I don't want like I'm trying to eat like pepperoni, like spicy pepperoni, cheese, tomato. I don't need this like extra, like just sugar bomb where it's like, oh yeah, I don't know. I just don't get it.
It's like a fascination with this over saucing shit. Just like be done.
Just keep it simple. Like, it doesn't need hot honey.
Okay. Overrated, underrated ranch.
Underrated.
Oh shit, yeah, underrated.
Underrated. I love ranch.
There's so
ranch
many
is
things.
so good.
So many things you could do with ranch, you know, that you haven't been able to do. Like,
Like take a bath in it.
oh my god, dude!
We do a fermented Aleppo ranch that we just like throw on everything.
A
It's
fermented
so good.
Aleppo ranch bath, dude. Yeah. Stop it.
Do you guys
do
make your own
wonders for your
ranch?
skin.
Do you have?
Yeah.
You guys make your
I
own
make
side
their-
sauces?
Yeah, we got this like our friend Levon. He grows his own like Aleppo peppers in outside Santa Cruz organically. You don't find those ever.
You don't find fresh Aleppo peppers anywhere.
So we took those and fermented those. I think we took like 25, 30 pounds.
25 pounds fermented, and then we did 10 pounds where we grilled it and then like pickled it.
Yeah, those are. I've been putting those on like Diablo. It's been really fun. But yeah, we took the fermented Aleppo and mixed that in, and made like our ranch recipe, and it was fucking fantastic. So it's like this spicy little heat to
Oh
it.
man, I'll drink a gallon of that.
I love ranch.
I love ranch too. Overrated, underrated farmers markets.
Ooh. Okay. If you're there before 8 a.m., underrated. If you're there after 8 a.m., overrated.
Shockingly true.
I think that's like the cutoff for if I'm there before 8 a.m., it's not too crowded and I can like get in and out within a half hour. Underrated, love it. Like I'm just like, I want that. And then the moment like 8:15 hits and it's a scene and you're just like looking around, it's like, oh, Wolfgang Puck is here. And it's just everyone just like trying to puff their chest and be like, I brought my checkbook.
It's all like
Like,
the industry only.
it's
like,
so annoying. You're like
with the little
ducking behind
baskets.
people because you don't want to see like someone that you don't like, just random old CDCs and
I brought my checkbook.
yeah, that's
Probably, yeah. The checkbook
much.
is a big.
It's a flex.
That's
Big
a power
flex.
move, dude.
Yeah, we got
Because
the
you know
checkbook.
not everyone's taking a fucking check. Do you know?
Oh yeah,
I'll take Wolfgang Puck's check, but like I'm not taking your check.
Yeah.
That motherfucking check is bouncing, homie. What is this, 1985?
Oh shit.
yeah. Everyone just I don't know. People come in with like just a checkbook as big as their arm and like, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
what are you? You're buying $12 of eggs right now. Like,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Chill out, dude. Okay. Overrated, underrated, Anthony Bourdain.
Can I say like perfectly rated? Is
No,
that- oh,
you
fuck.
have to choose.
Underrated. Just all the respect to Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
I'll say underrated.
Underrated.
I just think that man like, he was just like a voice for a lot of people. I don't know. He's like why I got into cooking and like no fish on Tuesdays. It's just like watching TV, all that.
Yeah, Kitchen Confidential.
I love the Kitchen Confidential. When he dipped out to like, when you start visiting all like your different countries and like where you're from, oh, he's visiting Armenia. You know, he's in Armenia with like Serge.
Serge
Yeah,
Tonkin.
yeah. We're using his coffee, by the way, like for the cafe. We're using Serge Tonkin's like Kavat coffee. That will be like our supplier.
What was he in? System of a Down?
System of a Down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sick.
Wake up. Wake up, coffee. Wake up.
Oh, dude, they should be using that.
Yeah, they should.
I don't know
'cause
why.
that's it. That's all it is.
We need to talk
Wake
to
up.
Serge.
They love the Kings, dude. Big Kings
Oh
fans.
yeah.
Overrated, underrated, the Bahr.
Over fucking rated. Overrated.
Yeah, overrated.
You're telling me not every kitchen you guys worked in was exactly like that one?
I feel like it takes it and it just like over exaggerates it. It's like it just like takes it like to where it's like a little bit too much of where I watch it and I'm like, dude, like grow a pair. Like you kind of need to calm down with like I had ulcers and like all that, and I just don't think that's like realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
Like,
for
there's
some
stress.
people, dude. I mean, like whatever.
Yeah,
People handle like stress differently, and like I think the Bahr was sick, dude. I mean, I just think everything after that, like just the wave of everybody like talking about it, and it's
Yeah.
like I hate to even go down this route, but like, dude, like that was the whole thing with Game of Thrones with me. Like everybody started talking about Game of Thrones. I didn't watch it for like years, and then like Game of
You were
Thrones,
that
like,
guy.
And then I
Michael was one of those. He's like, I didn't even watch that shit. And then he like fucking blazed through 8 seasons. Was like, yo, this show
Dude,
is
yeah,
this is sick.
Sickest thing of all time. Like, why am I such a huge? I'm a huge fan of Lord of the Rings, but like, dude, like, yeah, the Game of Thrones thing was real deal. Like, I waited. I think I blew through it twice.
Yeah, you have to. You have to go through it twice. Yeah. Fuck, I might have to rewatch it now. All right. Overrated, underrated Taco Bell.
Overrated. I feel like Taco Bell sucks.
Damn, dude.
No, I'll hit it
Bell
like
fans.
the chicken cantina quesadilla hits. I'll give them that.
Dude, Taco Bell Cantina's hit, dude.
Taco Bell
cantinas are tight.
hits.
Yeah, yeah,
If you
yeah.
can drink in a
It's
Taco
like-
Bell,
we
that
fell in
switches the
love
game.
in a lonely place.
Redact my statement.
Redacted. Drunk Taco Bell's way better.
Yeah, well, duh.
Drunk Taco Bell
or
underrated.
hungover Taco
Drell.
Bell. If you're eating there sober, it's a different story.
Yeah. That's just sad.
Well, okay, I'm not gonna say sad. Okay, respect the Taco Bell, dude. Big fan over here. All right, let me see if I can think of a final over under that'd be really good. Over under opening your own restaurant.
Underrated. This is so fun. I recommend everyone try this at least once in their life.
How old are
It's
you guys?
overrated. It's good. No, it's underrated.
I'm 23.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm 32.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, 23, 32.
It
different
works.
numbers, switched around, 10 years.
Wow, dude.
Numbers,
Oh my
homie.
God.
Fuck,
It all means
dude.
something.
Whoa,
Oh my God,
dude. 32 on the menu, 23 for a cheese. What the fuck? What, dude? How long have you guys known each other?
It's like a year.
A year?
Yeah.
a year
Oh,
now.
man, dude. I'll take that guy as my partner.
Yeah, pretty much.
Choose them wisely, dude. I mean, come on. Gotta think.
All right, dudes. Let's fucking turn the cameras off. Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you for having us.
I hope you enjoyed that episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate you. We love you. Thank you so much.